In trigonometry 3, you can be told to find the first angle, get the amplitude, get the period or wavelength, and be as well get a question asking you to get what we refer to as the phase shift or the horizontal translation. So there's a question here that is given as y is equal to -5/2, and we have a trigonometric ratio which is cos, and this is given as 3x minus 15 degrees. So this is an equation that a student was given in a question, and the student was supposed to find the period or wavelength, the amplitude or the maximum displacement on either side of the mean position or the x-axis, to as well find what we refer to as the phase angle inside the angle form, and of course the phase shift or the horizontal translation. So first, for us to actually get an answer to this, we are supposed first to rewrite this equation in the form y is equal to m, as you can be able to see, and cos, then b into x minus c. What I mean is this: you are supposed to go back to the question given, rewrite that equation, having that trigonometric ratio into the form y is equal to a cos b into x minus c. So that I'll just come here and say y is equal to, my a is -5/2. So -5/2. Then I say cos. How then do I get b that I've just seen here? I'm supposed to come here and factorize out whatever seems to be a common divisor here. So I should ask myself a very simple question: what is the common divisor of 3 and 15? And of course the common divisor is 3. Then I'll say into, once 3 is brought outside, it can now represent our b. Then I'm left with x less, then if 3 is put outside, what am I left with here? I'm left with 5. So that I can still come here and say 3 times x to get 3x and 3 times 5 to get 15. So the equation has been written in the form y is equal to a cos b, then x minus c. So that I know very well that amplitude will be equal to our a, the coefficient of that trigonometric ratio. So that becomes our amplitude, which is going to be -5/2. And because it is just the maximum displacement on either side of the x-axis, it will just become 5/2. Then I'll write units. So the negative is dropped for the purpose of us getting the maximum displacement on either side of the mean position on the x-axis for that curve which gets drawn with such an equation if given in the examination. Then next, of course, I've told you amplitude is the same as wavelength. Amplitude is the same as wavelength? No. Amplitude is just the maximum displacement on either side of the mean position. Then I'll go to what you call period, which is now referred to as wavelength as well for that matter. So period or wavelength. Then this translates into, you just come here and pick 360, so that for a curve to form a complete oscillation under any normal circumstance, a complete oscillation translates into 360 degrees. But different trigonometric functions can end up giving us trigonometric curves that can have different periods or wavelengths. So that for me to get a period or a wavelength of a curve, I'll just come here and say 360 divided by b. For a complete oscillation, 360. So for me to get a particular period or wavelength, I'm just going to say 360 divided by b. So this translates into 360 divided by our b. And our b is 3. So just divide this by 3 so that I'm going to get 120 degrees. That is the period or the wavelength for that curve. Then I'm going to get what you call the phase angle. And of course, we always say inside the angle form. Inside the angle form. This will just be 15, which is now C. This is now going to be 15 degrees. Forget about the negative, just pick that whole value. So then the first shift, I think in our Kenyan system, the 844 system, this sounds to be a bit different or a bit new to many students, but this can also get captured in our discussion. And of course, our first shift is going to be 5 degrees. As you can be able to see here, this becomes our first shift. So this becomes our first angle inside the angle form, and this becomes the first shift that you can be able to get as C. So that becomes the first shift. So for this matter, this can be our C to be 15 degrees, and this can all become our C for that matter. So you can even just drop this and be able to say that now our C is 5 degrees, which becomes the first shift.